tells a story. A silent rhythm, strong and true. But silence helps one hear the call. Your voice can break down every wall. You're not alone in the fight. We stand beside you, shining light. Never shut up, silence helps no one. Raise your voice, lift another until the battle's won. We stand together, stronger than before. Heroes rise when we speak out loud forevermore. Every word's a beacon, shining bright and true, for all the world to see what we can do. Never shut up, speak out loud. We stand together,
Oh no, not him again. Didn't we get rid of him? What's he even doing awake? Why is he here? Right? I know. I've said that to myself plenty of times. I just want to let everybody know that the playlist is up and running. If you go to the pACT channel, okay? If you go to the pACT channel on YouTube, the playlist is up and running. We will be working the next week to get that playlist attached to the community payitforward.us. And then all you have to do is search for events or upcoming events, and it will be on that page. So you can go back and you guys can watch anything that you may have missed. Now, saying that, I don't know how y'all missed anything. Jeremy from Things Network contacted me. And if I get through this without crying, I'm going to be shocked, okay? Because you guys got me emotional. Y'all, over 1,000 of you tuned in for at least a couple minutes to watch the show. Over 1,000 of you from Jeremy's Things Network alone. On Facebook. On Facebook. Thank you. I thank you. Thank you. It truly means the world to me that you guys showed up, you got in there, and you understood the mission. I'm excited about next year, folks, because like Jeremy said, you know what? We got 1,000 this year. And this year, there were a lot of you that didn't understand what we were doing. Now that you understand what we're doing, let's shoot for the stars. Let's not dilly-dally with this. Let's go for 10,000 next year. If you guys come on over and you give the pACT channel on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, if you guys can go over and give us a like, and then that way you guys can see everything that comes on. Due to our schedules, and I don't want to, I don't want to pirate Things Network too much with our podcasting. I put out a lot of stuff, so I don't want to do that, but I would really appreciate it if you guys would come over to everything that we've got, and I will try to tag all of that in this video so you guys can you can just take and run over and link to it and click on it. It would be greatly appreciated. And every once in a while, and we're going to really try to ramp this up this year, we get prizes, we get gifts from our partners, and we'd love to throw some your way. If you guys come on over and join us in the community pay it forward realm, we would love to have you. And you know, I just, again, we haven't had a chance to check any of the other numbers. Okay, I've been busy putting together the playlist. Once again, we'll hopefully have that playlist put in the website later on this week. If not, it'll be early next week. The website is, however, up on the pACT channel YouTube channel, so you can go there and find it. Look, I don't want to take up too much more of your time because y'all, you amaze me. You amaze me. We did something yesterday that just makes my heart smile. We took the first step. Now, I am going to just throw this out. I'm going to ask you to please join us. If you look at this QR code here, if you go there, you can find out more about the Come Together Compass and everything that we've got going on. You will link to all of our sponsors that helped us make this happen. You'll be able to find people like Lynn, Mr. Z, Les, and everyone. You'll be able to find everyone. I'm sorry, I'm dropping the ball here. I can't remember everyone that was there, but I'm going to go through it. But you know, this is how you can go and you can research and you can learn more about the Come Together Compass. And this one works, unlike the one that I had up there yesterday. Right behind me is the QR code that I'm going to ask, please, if you can, please, 5, 10, whatever, help us. Let's get the compass rolling, okay? We're expecting to be able to start putting work into it, which means get it up and running at the second level, actually, probably in around May, maybe June. So, but to do that, we need your help. We need your support. So, look, folks, like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time. You guys, I cannot say it more. My heart thanks you. It makes 22 hours of the stories, the truth, the healing. And I have to reiterate this, the hope. 22 hours where our heroes, veterans, first responders, healthcare workers, teachers, caregivers, community protectors, and families had a place to come, be seen, heard, valued. Nonprofits, people who work in the field, people who just care, were able to come and talk to us and talk freely and talk candidly about problems that we're seeing and we want to take care of. Look, Mission for Healthy Heroes 2026, it wasn't just a broadcast, it was a mirror held up to our nation, showing us the people who carry the weight so the rest of us can breathe. And a lot of those people, folks, that's you, because you tuned in. Look, we began with a promise to build the compass that guides every person towards support, connection, and community. A compass that doesn't judge, doesn't shame, and most importantly, doesn't leave anyone behind. We're working on getting it launched. And we believe healing isn't a luxury, it's a right. And no one should ever have to navigate their struggles alone. We started yesterday with Scott, a veteran whose courage didn't end when his service did, okay? A man who stood in the front of the world and said, hey, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I'm not giving up. I mean, the beginning of his interview was simply, just to let you know, we might have a problem. My family was just in an accident. They hit a moose. I don't think I've ever been awakened in an interview like that before. I've done an interview or two in my day. I don't think there's ever been an interview where I went, I don't know where I can go from here. But we found a way. His story wasn't just powerful, it was a reminder that invisible wounds are real, a reminder that physical wounds are real, a reminder that the families suffer along with the hero themselves. A reminder that survival isn't an act of bravery. A reminder that our heroes don't need pity, they just simply need support. Just like the rest of us. Look, we heard from families holding everything together. We heard from first responders who run towards danger while the rest of us run away. I know that's a little condescending, but right now we do have a problem with us thinking that other people are going to take care of it. I think that changed last night. I think all of us are going to make a concerted effort to take and turn around, and we're not going to start, we can tell ourselves right now, we're not just going to walk away and let someone else take care of it. Someone else may never come. Look, we talked to people who carry trauma they never asked for. We talked to people who are out there trying to protect children. Meg, trying to protect kids from dating violence and you know trying to make sure that they don't have to relive what she went through. We talked about teachers who protect children in ways no teacher should ever have to. Go through stuff that teachers just are not trained, and they shouldn't have to be trained. We heard from advocates and counselors and volunteers who show up even though they're exhausted. There was a level of difficulty in every story last night, but every story carried the same truth. Okay, heroes, we all are human. We all need to heal. And we all deserve better than we're getting. As the night went on, something beautiful happened. People didn't just watch, they joined. They shared their own stories. They were reaching out to strangers. They lifted each other up. We started communicating in the chat. They reminded us that the community isn't just a word, it's an action. Last night, do you all know what you did? Other than make an old fat guy cry? You made Mission for Healthy Heroes a movement in real time. You did that by stepping up and stepping in. And I can't thank you enough for that. Look, and in the final hours, we all made a promise that we must keep. By the time we reached the final hour, one message was clear. We cannot keep asking our heroes to sacrifice everything while we give them only pieces in return. We can't ask anybody to continue to live a life and expect nothing in return and accept the way this is supposed to be. And we most assuredly, once again, cannot expect that shining knight to come running in and rescue us. We can't keep patching holes in a system that was never built to support the people who hold this country together, supposedly. And we cannot. We must not allow veteran health care to be treated like a bargaining chip. I asked you this last night. Now I would like to ask you this officially. I don't know exactly where we're going to go with this, but we are going to go with this, folks. Our veterans fulfilled their promise to this nation. Now it's time for this nation to fulfill its promise to them. Veteran health care should not be tied to unrelated legislation. Ever. It should never be delayed, negotiated, traded, or leveraged. It should stand alone, always. Not because it's convenient, not because it's politically advantaged, because it's right. This is where I'd like to draw a comparison. It's like this to that to this to that, that there is nothing else that you can compare this to. They sign a blank check. They say, you know what? If I get a leg blown off, I did it for my country. If I lose my life, I did it for my country. And they get back here and the government goes, well, you didn't die. We'll see you in 6 months. But don't worry, we're here for you. I don't think there's any doubt on which side of the political spectrum I'm on. Okay. And I am a proud independent, but I am definitely leaning one way. Okay. But this is not a partisan issue. If the left would bring this up and support it, I would completely thank them. If the right would bring this up, I would thank them. This is a human issue. This is a moral issue. And it's a national responsibility. So today we're going to ask with respect, with clarity, and with unwavering conviction. We need to find a way to make veteran healthcare a standalone priority, not attached, not bundled, not negotiated, protected, permanent, and honored. Our veterans deserve nothing less. I really think that if we can just make this first step to where we can get this first thing to happen, then we can get somebody. Jeremy was talking about the dental for his father. We can make sure that that happens, and we get to get that brought into all of this. There's way too much that we owe them to allow this to fly by. So please, if you have any suggestions, I ask you to reach out to me. Again, there. My information's right down here. Okay? Reach out to me. Please send me a text before you call me. I am deaf in my right ear, and if you try to call me and I'm in a busy place, I can't hear my phone, one, and I can't answer it because I can't talk to you. So please try to send me a text before you give me a call. Okay? Mission for Healthy Heroes was 22 hours. But this is a mission that's every day. Every story that we heard, every tear that we witnessed, every moment of courage we shared, hearing about Zach and how he took his life while he was still serving this country. He was still serving this country, and he felt so He felt so out of hope that he took his own life. And you heard her say that he was a happy guy. That's not who he was. Look, it all leads to this. A nation where people can heal. A community where no one is forgotten. A future where support isn't optional. It's guaranteed. That has got to be the United States. It's what we deserve, and it's what we can do. We can find ways to help each other and help ourselves. It's about time we tell our babysitters that we don't need them anymore. We'll figure this out on our own. Let the people in charge suffer a little bit. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? So I ask you, please, join us. Stand with us. Raise your voice with us. Because healing our communities isn't charity. It's responsibility. And together we will. Because silence helps no one. So let's make sure that every day we don't have to shut up. This is our lives. This is our country. This is our responsibility. I want to thank you. I want to thank Osider Justice for supporting us and sponsoring us. Thanks to Lynn Sobolski, Rewired for Men, who really, really stepped up when my computer went down. Thank you. Because they're that. So I also want to thank everyone else. I want to thank all of our guests, and I'm sorry I don't have the list of the guests. I thought I had it up, but I don't. But I want to thank everybody who came out. And I don't want to just try to read them off, off the top of my head because, well, I'm not sure I'm awake yet. So, did it. You all stepped up and made a difference last night. Y'all made one hell of an impression on me. Please remember to love someone out there because someone out here loves you. If you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Once again, I just want to make the statement, we should never shut up because silence helps no one. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder of the Community Pay It Forward, of the Come Together Compass, and this pACT podcasting network. I ask you to please join us. Like, share, subscribe, donate if you can. We need your help. We need your help. We need your help. If you want to know what you're helping, right here's the best way to go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great night, and I will not be podcasting the rest of this week. Maybe. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on my schedule, but I don't think I'm going to podcast for the rest of the week. But y'all made it kind of hard not to, because I am so happy that we made a difference. We made a difference. We need to keep this momentum and keep making a difference. We can do this together. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart.
Hey you, yeah you, it's time to rise. Every tells a story.